Hey everyone, welcome to Not Your Average Glow Up. This is a safe place where we come and we talk all things mental health and quite a bit of spirituality. My name is Sam. If you're new here, hi, I'm happy to have you. If you're not new here, you might notice I am significantly closer to the camera. And that is because today I am doing a tarot reading. This idea came to me through watching a lot of TikTok videos as of recently. I don't know if it's an original idea. I'm sure there's probably someone out there in the YouTube realm who has done a very similar video. So I am in no shape, way, or form trying to take credit for this idea. Now, what I'm doing today is a tarot reading titled Not Another Twin Flame TikTok Tarot Reading. And the reason is, trigger warning, okay? The reason is because I've noticed on TikTok, there's a lot of tarot readers who are relatively all giving the same reading. And the algorithm loves it because it's a feel-good reading. And it's basically saying that like, oh, your twin flame, your divine counterpart, your divine masculine, they've learned their lesson, they're leaving their karmic, they're coming, you guys are coming into union, you're gonna live this happy-go-lucky, perfect life, and everything's gonna be grand, and oh my God, it's so romantic, and it's so cool, and it doesn't matter what cards they pull, it doesn't matter what the cards are actually saying, that's the message they're giving. And it's because it's what's trending, it's because it's what gives likes, it's because it's what people want to hear. Now this is, I am not saying that all TikTok tarot readers do this. I'm not saying that when reading tarot cards you have to literally give the book definitions for every single card. I am a deeply intuitive reader, which means that a lot of the time I will just simply look at the imagery and what comes up in the imagery on the card. But I usually preface it by saying this isn't the literal meaning of the card, but this is what's coming to me intuitively. And it's also usually based off of the rest of the cards on the table. Like, I feel personally that the best tarot readers reference the book and know the meanings of the cards, but it goes deeper than that. If you just read the book definitions, it's not a personalized reading. You have to see the cards in context with the rest of the cards on table, and you do have to intuitively read based upon the imagery. That being said, there's a lot of tarot readers that are literally just saying whatever they want to say. No judgment. It could be like a channeled message, but if it's a channeled message, then they shouldn't have cards in front of them. I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, trigger warning. Also, the reason I'm doing this today is because there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of misinformation about what a twin flame connection actually is. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, have twin flames and karmic partners mixed up. And the reason that they have them mixed up is because they can have very similar attributes. So I'm going to start off this reading talking about the difference between a twin flame, a karmic, and a soulmate connection, because there's a lot of misinformation floating about, and a twin flame connection is a lot more rare than people think. And I'm not trying to be ugly, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but a good 80% of the time that someone says, oh, my twin flame and I, you got to take it with a grain of salt, because it's not their twin flame. I am guilty of this myself. This is no judgment whatsoever. My intentions with every single tarot reading that I do is always, how can I help the person I'm reading for heal? I don't fluff it up with a bunch of sugar and what you want to hear, but I'm also not going to be unnecessarily mean to you. I am a Taurus sun, Capricorn moon, Gemini rising, grounded, easy to talk to, but my Mercury is in Aries. So I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I see. So I literally have behind the screen a notebook propped up with the literal card meanings, because something that I keep seeing is a lot of tarot readers kind of just making up shit, but then I also see a lot of other tarot readers in response being very ugly. What I do is a combination of the two, and I don't mean like I'm the best tarot reader, but the best tarot readers, the most accurate tarot readings are a combination of the two. It is intuitive and the booklet. If you just read out of the booklet, it's not going to be personal. It's not going to be resonate quite as strongly. You have to be able to combine the two. It's something that takes practice. It's something that takes a lot of meditation and grounding. Some people are naturally just better at tarot, as to where some people learn over a period of time. Okay, I'm drinking chai tea with a little bit of almond milk. Also, quick side note, I was informed yesterday that this sweater makes me look like a middle school art teacher. I'm aware. I love it. So, it is what it is. Okay, so let's start off by talking about twin flame, soulmate connection, and a karmic connection. It is extremely common and really easy to get them all confused. So this video comes with a trigger warning. If you are not watching this video because you want to know the truth, then this video might not be for you. This is not another feel-good twin flame reading. If you are here just searching for some twisted confirmation that your lover is your twin flame, then this might hurt your feelings, and I make no apologies for that, okay? Now, please know this comes from a place of love and a place of just wanting to help you. I am going to do a twin flame reading. I already have the cards out to save time, and I've channeled messages along with the literal card definitions up here. I did not pull these cards specifically. I shuffled. It was an intuitive thing, but to save time, because I'm doing a lesson at the beginning of this of the differences, I already have the cards out on the table. So let's talk about twin flame, soulmate, karmic connections. All of them are deeply spiritual connections. Soulmate connections are everybody has soulmates. It's not just a romantic partner. You hear that a lot of, oh, I married my soulmate, and that is true. A lot of times you will marry a soulmate, but a soulmate doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. A soulmate can be a brother, a mentor, a best friend. A soulmate connection is a connection to where your soul, before you came down to the 3D realm, before you were here on earth, before you were born, your soul made an agreement with other souls, and you usually have more than one soulmate, that you guys will help each other grow, and that you guys will be partners and just help each other on your spiritual journey while incarnated in this lifetime. So your soulmates, you will have a familiarity with them, like you will instantly recognize them, you feel comfortable with them, they will help you grow. You'll have an innate understanding of one another, and it's a beautiful thing to come into connection with your soul family. That's a soulmate. It does not have to be a romantic partner, although a lot of times people end up marrying a soulmate, okay? Twin flame connections are the literal, in spirituality, you are, a twin flame is the separation of a single soul. So it's like two souls that were separated from one. So it's the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We're not talking about sex, so it doesn't, your twin flame can be, your divine masculine can be a woman, and so on and so forth. We're talking about energies. So one soul torn into two, coming into connection with your twin flame, the other half of your soul, is extraordinarily rare. And here is why. Because in order to come into connection with your twin flame and it be a healthy, loving connection, you have to awaken to a certain level. You have to go through a lot of spiritual awakening, a lot of leveling up. Your soul has to I guess, I'm trying to put this in words it's easy to comprehend for the everyday person. Your soul has to reach a certain point to where you guys can even come together and it be a beautiful and harmonious connection. So a karmic partner is somebody that comes into your life to mirror back to you your shadow self. Karmic partner is somebody who comes into your life to help you grow, to help you learn, to help you mature, to help you evolve into your higher self so that you can come into union with your twin flame. Your twin flame is your literal mirror because they are your other half. It's yin and yang energy. So you will perfectly balance each other. You will mirror each other. You will trigger each other's growth. And why people get karmic and twin flame confused is because both will trigger you and both will act as a mirror. The difference is your twin flame will have an innate understanding and familiarity with you. It will be a far healthier connection. As to where karmic is meant to mirror back your shadow side, your uglier bits, the messy parts, so that you can see it for yourself. Karmic partners are more of the like narcissists and abusers and the cheaters and the liars and the toxicity that I see a lot of people mistake as their twin flame, because it is well known that a twin flame will help you grow and they'll trigger you, and that it is a magnetic connection. A lot of people get the codependency that comes along with a karmic partner and that triggering confused with the mirroring of a twin flame. So a twin flame will have an innate understanding. You guys, it'll feel like you have always known each other. You will almost have like a telepathic connection. You will have very, very similar, like your lives you might have grown up in completely different places and completely different like social class and religion or what have you. But the lessons you've learned along the way, your experiences will weirdly be very similar. You will be in very similar places in life when you come into union, and you will have a magnetic draw to your twin flame. Not in a codependent and toxic way, where I've heard it described as like what you see in a romantic movie, like time stands still and you just know. You just know that is your person. You don't have to question it. You don't have to watch a million tarot readings, like, is this my person? When you come into union with your twin flame, there is just this inner peace, this inner knowing that is your person. And if you know who your twin flame is before you come into union, of course you might have a little bit of anxiety about it. Of course you might, you might question whether or not it's too good to be true. There will be this inner peace and this inner knowing that you will come together in divine timing and that is your person. It's just how it is. But this brings about the question, and Dakota and I had this conversation this morning, is ignorance bliss? Because you are not meant to come together with your twin flame in every lifetime. If you're not spiritually evolved enough, it's going to trigger you in a way that's not healthy. That's why divine timing is always at play when it comes to coming into union with your divine counterpart, your twin flame. Dakota asked the question, earlier when I was like going over what I was going to talk about today. Is ignorance bliss? Because a lot of times when you have the knowledge that there is an opportunity for this deeply romanticized connection, of a separation of a single soul and two different people and them coming back together to join one, this beautiful divine dance, you can get stuck on the idea that you have to come together with your twin flame. And quite frankly, if your soul is not awakened enough, if you're not ready, if you're trying to force the timing and you're trying to make it happen all on your own, it does more harm than good. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be an abusive or ugly relationship. Twin flame connections usually aren't. There's usually just more of a runner-chaser dynamic. There's more of it's too intense, I gotta go. That's how it goes. As to where karmics tend to be more abusive and toxic and truly harmful. Everybody has karmic connections. Everyone does. A karmic, like a soulmate connection, doesn't always have to be a romantic partner. A karmic can be a friend, it can be a family member, it can be a mentor that comes in and out of your life, just like a soulmate. But a karmic comes in to trigger you and bring out the ugly, like bring out the worst in you, your shadow side, so that you can become aware of it and you can heal it. When that lesson is finished and through, the karmic will leave your life, and they're supposed to. If you try to hold on to a karmic partner because of the codependency, because of the addiction that can come along with a karmic partner, you are literally stunting your growth and doing more harm than good. That's why I'm doing this video today, because a lot of people who think that they're with their twin flame are literally holding on to a karmic partner and doing themselves harm. Once you learn the lesson that a karmic partner was meant to teach you, let it go. Boundaries. Karmic partners, like romantic partners, are not somebody you keep in your circle. Once the lesson is done, you need to let them go. You need to have stern boundaries. They can't stay in your circle because they're just going to do you harm. They're going to stunt your growth. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to add. Twin flame connections are very passionate. They awaken your inner child. There's a mutual, this is a good way to understand the difference between a karmic and a twin flame. Twin flame connections are naturally mutual. It is you guys will elevate and grow and ascend relatively along the same timeline. There will be mutual effort. There will be a mutual draw and pull. It's not a one-sided connection. When you come together physically, like sex, it is like mind-blowing, the best sex you've ever had. And not in this is about to get rated R for a minute. It's not gonna be like, oh, that was the best pipe or the best box I ever had. It's not about like how kinky they can be and how passionate they can be and how creative they can be, or like the physicality of like, oh, it was so tight, so wet, all that. It's not about that. When twin flames come together, it is a spiritual connection. It is a literal combining, like repairing from a split soul back to one. It is a union. It is a deeply spiritual thing, like incredibly spiritual. It is like literally, when you come into union with your twin flame, you are like realigning your chakras. You are unblocking things. You guys are like medicine to each other. It's gorgeous, and you guys energize each other. When you come together with your twin flame, you spark creativity and healing and energy in one another. You activate each other's inner child, so you learn, you heal, and it's a mutual thing. It's very mutual, very on the same page. You will trigger each other, like the slight things that have not been healed, but there'll be an innate understanding of, oh, well, they still need healing in that aspect, and they're showing me love. It's a beautiful healing connection. Twin flames are, karmics are more of like an addiction. It comes on really fast, really strong. Your karmic might be like really passionate, really good sex, but it's toxic. It comes on hot and heavy, but there's red flags all over the place. You're ignoring the red flags. You're triggering each other in an ugly way. So you're like bringing out the worst in each other. This person's acting narcissistic, and then they help you to realize, oh my God, am I a narcissist? Like it's ugly, but it's needed. Karmic partners are needed. They're just not meant to stay in your life. So twin flames tend to be more hesitant of coming into connection, and karmics tend to rush in. Karmics, you come in hot and heavy and holy crap, and then it fizzles out, or it's very one-sided and very toxic, but it's addictive like a drug. Like cocaine is not good for you, but it makes you feel so good. But there's an anxiety to it because it's masking the problems underneath. Twin flame, you're more apprehensive of coming together. That's why divine timing's at play. That's why spiritual awakenings at play. You have to awaken to a certain level. You have to be ready for one another, because it's like, wow, holy shit. It's very, very fairy tale like, and that's why it's so rare. Everybody's got one, but you don't come into contact with one in every lifetime. It's just how it is. So, all of that aside, I have done a tarot reading for you at home watching this. And I set the intention that the people watching this video were people who have had it a little bit confused, who have at one point may have thought that a karmic partner was their twin flame. So I have on this side of the table the karmic, so not your twin flame, but a person that you might have at one point thought was your twin flame, thought was your divine counterpart, thought was the one. So what's going on in that connection? And then on this side of the table, your true divine counterpart, your true twin flame, and then in the center, the connecting energies. So that's the reading. I have written down on a notebook behind the camera, you're gonna see me glance over there, the literal card meanings, because one of the things that I've seen people constantly comment on these TikTok tarot readings is that the people are not going off of the meanings of the cards and that they're just making shit up. I'm here to show you I'm not making shit up, okay? So that's why I'm doing this. Usually I wouldn't write it down. Okay, so the first card that came up when channeling your karmic, so I'm channeling for you, I'm doing a reading for you, your karmic. The first that came out was the Knight of Cups, and this is the Hush Tarot. This card is about chivalry and courage, okay? Then the next two cards that come up was the Eight of Wands and then Justice in reverse. The Eight of Wands is about a clear vision that came out of past confusion. So it's like finally seeing the light. And then Justice in reverse in this deck is like one-sidedness and dishonesty. And then the Three of Wands came out, and Three of Swords, sorry. And this is about preparation and an accumulation of like good and bad. Okay? So now that I've told you the literal meanings of the cards, you will see how they go along with the message. So what I'm channeling intuitively based off of the energy and based off of the full picture of these cards is that when you are in connection with this person, you thought they were the one, you thought that they maybe were your twin flame or your soulmate or the person that you would settle down with. You came in hot and heavy. Like I said at the beginning of this, I channeled a lot of that. And now you are finally awakening to the truth of the matter. You're finally seeing that this connection is not so healthy. It's out of balance. It is very much so one-sided. It's not what you thought it was. You're awakening to the truth. You're seeing that this is toxic. You're starting to see, oh, okay, this isn't what I thought it was. So if you are currently in connection with someone or you've recently broken up with them, you are starting to see for yourself that this isn't the one. This is toxic. This is not my twin flame. You're probably coming to this video as confirmation of that. This is your confirmation. That person is not your twin flame. I got that message before ever even pulling out the cards. But this has been a lesson for you. This person that you've recently been in contact with, this person that you've dated recently, they have shown you a lot of what still needs healing in the direction you want to go in life. This came out in the Moonology deck. It was a time for healing. Your dreams need a practical plan. And then this card in reverse, have faith in your dreams. Okay, so the reason that you came into union with this karmic partner is because they were helping you level up and grow closer to your higher self and to your purpose, and as a ripple effect, grow closer to your twin flame, your divine counterpart. This karmic partner, I don't want you to regret it. This was something that was deeply needed. You have been focusing a lot on practical matters, and sorry, okay. So I'm hearing that you thought you were at a place where you were ready to settle down, that you had reached a certain level of success, that you saw potential in this person. And then you came in real hot, real heavy, you charged in with the Knight of Cups, you charged in courageously. And you were like, I'm going all in. I'm going to do this because you thought you were ready. And then as the relationship evolved, things started coming to light. Maybe they cheated. Maybe they lied. Maybe you were trying to pour out. And then I'm definitely getting some really toxic runner and chaser dynamic the more I'm tapping into this. I keep hearing lies and manipulation. This message right now is not going to be for everyone, but in some instances, I'm even channeling like manipulation to the point of like love spells in like baneful magic. Like for few of you, but some of the people watching, this karmic partner has kept you tied to them for so long because they have manipulated you in a spiritual sense, like sex magic and stuff. That's not for everyone, but that is for someone watching this. I have a lump in my throat because I feel that. And one of the reasons that you're so hesitant to let this go is because I notice in this this justice card that came out upside down, if you turn it around, there's a lot of worker bees and a lot of ants, and that's like building blocks. That's putting a lot of time and effort and energy into something because you were invested. You thought this was going to work, but there's also such an imbalance that I think that this person hurt you and they wounded you, and maybe it came out that they cheated or they lied, or that they were just a nasty person, and you were like, ow, oh my God, how could you? I didn't deserve that. I loved you, blah, blah, blah. And you kind of had a victim mentality. But yet this person was showing you aspects of yourself that maybe you were all in and maybe you were good to this person, but in past relationships you were more of a player, fuckboy, not quite as good of a lover as you were giving yourself credit for. Like they're mirroring back to you the things that you need to heal and work on in yourself. I think that you have become aware of this because of the Eight of Wands coming in. This is clear vision. This is an innate knowing. I always see cardinals as, a sign of like angels and like your spiritual team. So I think that you have been seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities, like synchronistic numbers, maybe even hearing like songs and the lyrics coming to you and messages on the radio, and seeing like 1111, 222, 444, things of that nature. Maybe seeing a lot of tarot readings that do resonate with you. So you're awakening to the truth. You know within your soul that this person is not your person, but you're afraid to fully let go. You might have broken up with them, but you're still holding an attachment to this individual. And the reason is because you put a lot of effort into it, because you thought that was the one, and it's not. They were a stepping stone for you. I keep hitting this. I'm going to move this. They were a stepping stone for you to elevate and to heal. They were a part of your healing. So I don't want you to regret this person, but it's also time to let this person go fully. Spiritually, thank them, thank the universe for allowing them into your life. They also were helping you, because there's two cards here about dreams. One who came out outright, your dreams need a practical plan, and the other one is have faith in your dreams in reverse. One of the reasons that this karmic partner came into your life was to illuminate your true wants and your desires, your true childlike dreams, goals, and ambitions, what you really want out of life. This can be like your dream career, your purpose in life, but this is also can be about like your true desires for love, like what you want in a partner. This person helped you see more clearly that you want a real connection, that you want something deep, something beautiful, something spiritual. You don't want to just settle for mediocre. You don't want to just be another person that's settled down with just anybody. A lot of people have a very, they'll say realistic, but a lot of like pessimistic views on like soulmate connections and love in general. It is true that you have like a lot of soulmates in your life, and not all of them are romantic. But a lot of people are like, oh, I don't believe there's just one person for everybody. But you have realized, because you've awakened to this truth, that you do have a divine counterpart. I believe that you know that you have a divine counterpart. You do have a twin flame here in this lifetime. And maybe you know that you are supposed to unite with them in this lifetime. And right as I said that, a black crow just flew across the window there. So it's a sign, wow. And then a cardinal. We were just talking about cardinals. That's cool. Okay, anyways. So I believe that you do know that you have a divine counterpart that you are meant to connect with. And this person helped you realize what you still need to do, the practical plan, or like the spiritual work that needs to take place in order for you to elevate yourself to the level in which you're ready for what you desire. When I pulled these cards, I pulled crystals for each pile. I felt drawn to pull this black onyx cat, which I never pull for any. I'm not a huge fan of carved crystals, like ones that are in shapes. It's cute. It was gifted to me from a friend, but I felt drawn, and this is one of those things where I channel kind of that like bruja, like darker magic. This isn't for everybody, but this is a crystal or stone about protection. And with the black cat, and I have a black cat, so this is no prejudice against black cats. I absolutely adore them. But I feel like intuitively that this connection, this person is into spirituality and possibly even witchcraft. But they are more focused on manifestation than actual growth. They are getting into, they might even refer to themselves as a witch. They got into spirituality for personal gain, like doing, I see in my mind like money jars and love spells and sex magic, and they're very focused on material things instead of growth. And I guess when answering that question earlier that I brought up, what Dakota brought up, you know, is ignorance bliss? My opinion, ignorance, not necessarily, it can be bliss, but once you guys watching this aren't ignorant, you know what a twin flame is, or you wouldn't have clicked on this video. So ignorance bliss aside, knowledge plus motivation equals success and growth. And it's good. It's not, it's bliss. So knowledge plus motivation is bliss. This knowledge with a lack of motivation to actually do the hard work and heal is like misfortune. It's not good. If you know that you have a twin flame and your sole goal is to unite with this twin flame without the goal to grow and to heal and do the spiritual work, you're creating problems for yourself. And I feel that this karmic partner, for some of you, that's their mindset. In some instances, you might have had somebody without your knowledge do sex magic or perform a love spell on you. And I personally believe that is really immoral. I do believe in love spells. I do believe in magic, just an FYI, I do. I don't believe in impeaching on free will. And I believe that witchcraft or spirituality is more than just love and light and what can I gain, like money spells. It's more about growth. I believe in shadow work and doing the healing. This person does not. And that's one of the reasons they're so toxic. And that's just for select few of you. Now anyways, so leave that person. And I just got a message that somebody watching this person is within your friend circle. So they were a girlfriend, a boyfriend of yours, and your friends really like them. So you feel like you need to let them down nicely, and you keep going back to them in a codependent sort of way. For some of you, it's because they manipulated you. Take that with a grain of salt. And others, it's because you want to let them down nicely because they're in your friend circle. You need to let this person go. They're very, very, very unhealthy for you. You need to cut ties. End of story. Anyways, protection. Get you some black onyx. Okay. Anyways, the difference. Where is your twin flame? What are they doing? Where are they at? What is their energy? That's this side. So karmic aside, this is your true divine counterpart. What are they doing? Are they aware of you? Are you aware of them? Where are they at? What's going on? Are you coming into union soon? This is a real twin flame reading now. So that was your karmic. That's what you were confusing. This is the twin flames. And I will read the literal card meanings. So, the first card that came out, and these are from the Good Tarot, is the Page of Air. This is new ideas, a theory not yet proven, and that's important. Then, Six of Water in reverse. And the Good Tarot doesn't have reversals in the book, so this is, I still read it with a reverse, but I view it more as blocked energy of what the meaning of the card is. So, Six of Water in reverse is a need to go back and reflect. This card upright is about like nostalgia and going back, but not getting lost in nostalgia, like needing to let go of the past and move forward. But in reverse, and they don't have reversals in the book, I took this as, in context of the other cards that I'll explain soon, that this is a need to go back and reflect on childhood wants and desires and goals and connect with your inner child. Like, get in touch with that more nostalgic side, your inner child. And then the Hierophant came out, and this is like deep diving into spirituality. This is doing the spiritual work. This is a highly intuitive person. This is like a mystic, okay? Then the Four of Fire came out, and this is a new creative phase, okay? And then the Three of Air came out upright, and this is like an understanding that things that don't work out for your highest good. This is an understanding that like sometimes rejection is God's divine protection. And then final card, Two of Air, which is considering options and like at a standstill, like a stalemate. Those are the literal book definitions. That's why I was reading off of that. Okay. So, knowing the literal book definitions, this is the intuitive message that I got from all of that. So your divine counterpart, I believe, knows that you are their twin flame. I believe that you are aware of one another. I believe you know, if you're watching this video, you know who your twin flame is. You're afraid to let go of that karmic completely because of the addiction, because of the toxicity, because possibly you need to do a cord cutting for some of you. Some of you, you got some fucked up shit happening. Not for everybody. Some of it's just like you're not quite ready to let go of because you're karmic and you still have lessons to learn. But there's at least one of you that's real toxic, just so you know. Anyways, I believe, based off of these cards, that your true divine counterpart, your true twin flame, is more spiritually evolved than you are right now. They've done a little bit more work. They might be somebody who's naturally more spiritual minded. There was a couple of cards in the karmic thing that indicated that like maybe you're more focused on material matters, like goal oriented, like job, financial security. Your divine counterpart, your other half, is more spiritually minded. They're focused on growth. They're focused on meditation. They're focused on evolving. And I believe they have an awareness of who you are. That maybe they haven't yet met you, or maybe they don't know specifically you, but they have this knowing that you're out there and that you're gonna come in your own timing. But there's also recently been a release. Maybe at one point they were very stuck on the idea that they needed to be with you. But I think waiting around for you to come to this realization that that karmic was not it and that they are it, I think that their soul got a little bit worn out and tired. and they haven't given up on you completely. Like they haven't, there's the stalemate card, there's the considering options. So it's like they haven't completely, like mentally, emotionally, and spiritually moved on, but physically speaking, they're focused on growth. They're focused on healing. It's kind of that mindset of, well, if we're not going to come into union, then I'm just going to do the work and focus on me. This is some bad bitch energy. So your divine counterpart is an extraordinarily knowledgeable person when it comes to spiritual matters. And that's what a twin flame is. Maybe you're more good at the manifestation of physical things, like maybe you're really good with money and finance and grounding things, and maybe they're more heady and more creative or whatever. That's the point of a twin flame connection. You bring out the best in each other. You come into union and you light passions, and your purpose is synced together, so you will help each other. It's like your person, your divine counterpart is just like, I was waiting, I was stuck on that, I was hoping that you were ready, but you don't seem ready, so I'm gonna focus on me. I'm gonna focus on spiritual matters. I'm gonna reflect and do some shadow work and do some meditation, and I feel very much so in sync with this person. Like I feel like this is very similar to my energy. I personally have had a similar situation happen in my private life where it's like I'm 99.9% positive I know who my twin flame is. I'm not currently in union with them because I am stuck with a karmic for right now, because there's some stuff that still needs to be learned. And so I sympathize with this, because I feel like your person very much so is a lot in line with my story. I feel like they got tired of waiting, but they haven't given up. It's more like an empowered, I'm letting go. They've leveled up enough, they've done enough reflection, enough work, enough studying, enough meditation, enough shadow work to know the difference between a karmic and a twin flame. And they have this innate understanding that what's meant to be will be. Twin flames are all about divine timing. You can't stop a twin flame connection. The universe gave you a twin flame to connect with in this lifetime, it's going to happen. You guys are drawn together magnetically. So they understand this, so they're just letting go. They're like, okay, you worry about you. I love you. My soul cries out for you. I feel you in music. I feel you. I feel like you trigger this person. Like when you're sad, they can feel your sadness. When you're struggling, they can feel your... Like, I feel like this is a deeply psychic connection for them. Like, they feel your energy. They know. If you think that they don't know that you've been in this karmic cycle and that you have this karmic person that you're struggling letting go of, just so you know, they know. Like, your person knows. Your person is, I'm not saying like better than you, but they're more naturally spiritually minded. Maybe they're a tarot reader. Maybe they've just done a little bit more work. Maybe they're just naturally, like, spirituality comes like something they're used to, as to where you're more new to it. But your person knows that you have a karmic. And it's kind of one of those things where they're just like, you need to learn the lesson. Okay, I'm gonna let you learn. That's the energy that I get from this person. They're very empowered. They're trusting the universe. They're trusting spirit. And when they do that, it's I have underlined in my notebook, I remember I put emphasis on it. It said, a theory not yet proven. I believe, because of that statement, along with the context of these cards, I believe that your person knows that you are their divine counterpart. I think that they know that they know that they know, they are certain that you are the divine counterpart, that you are their twin flame, and you are the person they're meant to marry and come to union with in this lifetime. They have that theory, but it's not proven yet because it's all up in the spiritual realm. It's all air energy. It's all air and water, and just, there's no earth. There's a little bit of fire and a little bit of water, but it's all air. It's all air. So they're a deeply spiritual person. They know, they have this innate knowing that you are their person, you are their divine counterpart, but they don't have anything to bring it into grounding. They don't have any like 3D proof that you are their soulmate, so they're just patiently waiting on you to figure it out. They're just like, okay, well, I'm going to focus on me. And they might be dating other people. They might be focusing on their career or whatever in the meantime. But I feel like, so it might appear to you like they've moved on, or they've left you, or they've forgotten you. I don't think they really have. I think they are spiritually and emotionally at a stalemate. I believe they spiritually and emotionally are waiting on you, but physically they're not sitting around and waiting on you. They're like, I can't sit around and wait on you. You're making me miserable. I'm making myself miserable waiting on you. This is a very empowered person. You're lucky that this person is in your life. Like, when you come into union with this person, the balance, and that's the middle cards right here that I'm about to read. Oh, the balance, y'all. Okay. Also, I pulled for the twin flame, I pulled a couple of star seed decks because a twin flame connection is a star seed connection. It's a deeply, deeply spiritual thing. It is a higher level soulmate thing. It is a spiritually evolved thing, and most people who come into union with their twin flame in this lifetime are also meant to do some sort of star seed work, some sort of spiritual work. You come together in union because you have a greater purpose outside of yourself and your career, like a purpose to heal. And your purpose in coming together and coming into union with your twin flame is to have a collective purpose and to help the greater good. So I pulled some star seed cards, and they came out, surrender to the sweetness. Your person has surrendered. They're just like, I know we're gonna come together. I know I'm frustrated, I'm tired, but they're at peace. They know that you're coming together eventually. They're just waiting on you. And then a new earth, it keeps happening. Keep holding the vision. This person knows that this is gonna happen eventually. So it may come off that they've given up on you or that they've moved on. Physically, yes. Spiritually, no. They haven't moved on for you. It's not like you're never going to come into the union. They're just waiting on you to get your shit together, to be honest. That's what it is. Don't mean to hurt your feelings, but you're wasting their sweet fucking time. They're focused on growth. They're focused on healing. They're focusing on helping others in the collective good. You're focused on like relationship and love, but in a very kind of selfish way. And that's why you and your karmic came together, because what you hated about that karmic, and I don't think you hate your karmic, but what triggered you about that karmic was aspects of yourself that you aren't seeing. Your karmic was very selfish and manipulating you into loving them and only them and the addiction side of things, because you have those aspects to yourself. You want your twin flame to love you, only you. You still have that toxic sort of narcissistic side to you, that very needy, codependent side that still needs to be worked on. And your twin flame realizes that, and that's why they've moved on in the physical. For your twin flame, I pulled the amethyst tower, and I pulled all these crystals before pulling the cards. So when I seen how spiritually enlightened your twin flame is, this made perfect sense. This is like starseed energy. This is amethyst is like a stone that aids in like anxiety and depression and mental illness, but is also one that helps with intuition and like spiritual matters. I meditate with amethyst a lot. For a long time, it was my favorite crystal until I found malachite. Malachite is now my favorite. Oh, it's yummy. Anyways, so that's what's going on with them. Now, what is your connection with them? What is the current energy between you and your twin flame? You're not in union yet. I know this to be a fact. You are not in union with your twin flame. Possibly know who each other are. I know that your twin flame knows that you're your twin flame. I'm not sure if you yet have fully awakened to the knowledge that they're your twin flame. They know that you're their twin flame, but I don't think you yet fully understand that they are your twin flame. You might know who they are. They might be in your circle. Like, you might feel drawn to them, having dreams about them, be very attracted to them and not know why, but there's a hesitancy there. There's always a natural hesitancy with twin flames when it's not divine timing. So you might be nervous of them. They might come off very intense. You might be like, the fuck? The reason it's coming off so intense is because they're your person. They know this. I don't think you fully understand this because you still have a lot of spiritual work that needs to be done. I don't know why I feel the need to say this, but somebody needs to hear it. Spiritual work isn't just like dropping mushrooms and sitting and chanting and doing yoga. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Maybe you don't have a good understanding of what spirituality is. Like, maybe your exposure to spirituality is like love and light people, like that toxic positivity of like, oh, we just need to ground and just calm down, and like, that's not spirituality. You need to do the work. You need to do the shadow work. You need to go to therapy. You need to look your childhood traumas and triggers in the face. You need to do the work. And when you do that, and you meditate and you ground and you connect with your spirit guides, you're gonna see this person for who they are, and it's not going to be quite as scary, and it's going to happen naturally when you are less focused on, I need the love, I need the love, I need the love, I need it, and I need it now, and you focus on your healing, not your, I don't know why, there's no pentacles over here, but I keep feeling like you watching this are very caught up, and you need a relationship, you need the happy house, you need the home, you need the perfect job, like you're very like, the physical, and spirit's like, focus on the healing, and your person's like, fucking focus on the healing. They're like, God, I'm waiting on you, and you're just like, I need to get more money, and I need to do this, and I need to do that, and then you crave the love and the desire and the flow of the healthy relationships, and you keep settling for the karmic, and spirit and your divine counterpart are just like, when is this idiot going to wake up and see that they need to just do the work? They need to do the shadow work. Get out of the fucking tarot readings. Get out of the, researching, is this person my twin flame? Here's your confirmation. No, that person fucking is not. Do some therapy. Ask yourself, why am I so attached to the idea of, is this person my person or not? Why am I so attached to the idea that I need to get married, that I need to have the perfect job, that I need to have a certain amount of money, that I need to have a relationship? Why am I so caught up in that? When you answer that and you're at peace with, that's not what this is about, that's not what life is about, that's not why I'm here, and you start focusing on what's real. And it's funny because that all seems like what's real. That all seems like what you should be focused on, the job, the career, the stability, whatever. But when you focus on what spirit wants you to focus on, which is the healing, the knowledge, the helping others, all of that, this flows naturally. And it's beautiful, and it all comes into alignment. When you come into alignment with your twin flame, that sex is going to be fire. You're gonna like awaken each other to your purpose, and it's gonna be so good, and the career is gonna pop off, and the money's gonna pop off, and everything's gonna be good. And that's the part of the TikTok tarot readings that you guys are hearing and focusing in on. But you're not focusing in on the fact that you need to do the fucking work. Do the work. Do the motherfucking work. Okay? Okay. Sorry for yelling at you. Okay. So your connection, where are you at? If you want to know, yes, you have a twin flame in this lifetime, and this is how I know this. The first card that come up was like the golden, this is like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I've got a golden ticket. I've got a golden ticket. I don't remember the lyrics. Okay. This is from the Mit Tarot. I don't know how to pronounce this. Okay. This deck has like all of the regular tarot cards in it, but then it's got this extra ticket. This is like you win the lottery. This is, yes, absolute yes. If this card comes out, it is like, remember how I said earlier at the beginning of this video, like everybody's got a twin flame, but not everybody is meant to come into connection with their twin flame in every lifetime. Like when you're reincarnated, you might come into connection with them in another lifetime when you're more evolved. This is your golden ticket. Yes, you are meant to come into connection with your twin flame in this lifetime. Yes, you are. You have a twin flame. I did not handpick these cards. These cards came out. You are the King of Pentacles. You are focused on material matters. You have a Queen of Pentacles. Your twin flame. These are each other's counterparts. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, husband, wife. They're meant to be. Pentacles are physicality. Pentacles are money, home, finances, it's physical things. You're focused on the physical things, and it's blocking this connection. When you fucking focus on the spiritual things, the mental, emotional things, that more feminine energy, you focus on your healing, physical shit comes together because your divine counterpart comes in. They're your golden ticket to the physical things. So quit focusing on the physical things. Let it happen naturally by focusing on your healing. Both of these wild medicine cards came out, and they're both about anxiety and like this one is cramp bark. Cramp bark is commonly used in rituals to aid women with specific healing needs. Native American use this as a smoking substitute for tobacco, and it helps with like abdominal pain, yada yada yada. This is fennel. Fennel was originally used in door frames to ward off evil spirits, blah, 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 blah. It helped covens, with battles, yada, yada. But it also can be used with stomach cramps, indigestion, all of that. So there's a lot of anxiety. You're needing to protect. That's why the fennel came out. Your current energy is... there's anxiety around this. You're not trusting it. You're not trusting this union. You have your guards up. You are protecting yourself. You're protecting your heart. You are blocking this energy by focusing on the material. You need to focus on the spiritual and the healing. This has been not another TikTok twin flame reading. You want to know why? Because this is focused about shadow work. So if you're still here and I haven't pissed you off and I haven't ran you off, I have videos on my channel about shadow work. What is shadow work? How to do shadow work? Fucking watch them. And now that I've yelled at you, I want to let you know that I love you and I'm proud of you. And by you being here on this video and actually sitting through to the very end, I know that you are growth-minded and that you truly are passionate about this and you truly do want this, and this is the desire of your heart. So baby, show yourself some love by doing the hard work and healing, okay? That's what my channel is all about. Not Your Average Glow Up isn't about like makeup and hair. It's about glowing up from the inside. It's about combining spirituality and growth, that growth mindset and psychology, with tarot and mental health. My story is that I struggled with anxiety and depression and stuff And spirituality has helped with that. I no longer have to take medication. I'm a far more grounded, more even-keeled person. Still struggle a little bit, but it's helped. You're at a place where you need that. So I have other videos on my channel where I tell my story. I have other videos where I talk about twin flames and coming together with divine counterpart. I have other videos where I talk about shadow work. You need to do the shadow work. I do private readings that are very personal. If you would like to book a private reading with me, if you do so, please don't come at me like, is this person my twin flame? That's not what we're focused on. No, baby. We're not doing that. We're focused on your healing. So if you'd like to book a tarot reading with me about like how you can heal and what you need to focus your attention on so you can level up, message me. My Instagram handle and my Instagram handle is Not Your Average Glow Up, just like here on YouTube. My Facebook page, where I have reviews, and if you go into the photos, there's screenshots of lots of positive reviews of tarot readings that I've done, like over 500. I've never gotten less than a 5-star review because I keep it real. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I will tell you what you need. You can do that. That is Not Your Average Tarot on there, but you can private message me on Instagram, book a private reading with me. I do them via FaceTime so we can sit down and talk, and I hope to hear from you, and I love you, and I hope I didn't scare you off. Please know that this whole video comes from a place of love, because I do love you, and I believe you are deserving of a connection that's real, that's lovely. If it is the desire of your heart to come into union with your twin flame, I believe you are deserving of that, but I believe you're not yet at the place where you're ready for that. So let's do the work and prepare yourself so you are. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.